doesn't make sense. Squalid, oh hell no. Girl, you've been throwing hands. You've been throwing them hands like, girl, you've been windmilling. Baby, you balled some fist up and you got a, you swung on the bitch on the last day of school. What is going on, y'all? Hey. I'm about to cry. Nigga shot nut in my eye. Now I wanna die because it burns. It's me. I missed it and I'm bad. Okay. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. The King Roman interview with Tisa was very interesting. It was interesting. That's all I'm gonna say on that. I have no interest. I have no interest in covering any of that that's going on. Um, it's just, I think the situation is so convoluted and so there's so many layers, so many layers. Kind of like Rihanna's fupas. After one fupa, there's another fupa. After that fupa, there's another fupa. You look under there, there's another fupa. So I want to get back on Z. What's his name? ZX ass. Baby, I'm gonna say this. Timothy Blaine. Timothy Blaine, I don't know if you had you some prune juice. You had took your vitamins, baby. You came with them balls on him. You got it together, Timothy Blaine. You got grown folks together. You got grown folks together. Let me tell y'all, I have an older auntie, and this woman is crazy as hell. She's on the other side of the family. If my family be in here listening, but I'm gonna tell y'all, this auntie, I'm gonna say it on my daddy's side. Fuck it. Whoever hear it, y'all just fucking hear it. I ain't finna mince words now. I hadn't been doing it. So if y'all want to cover your ears, and I suggest you leave. But this aunt of mine, she talked about gay people. She would be every time I would see her, and this was many years ago. She would always have something to say in regards to gay people. You got your get life right, and I'd be aunt so and so. I'm happy in my life. This is one of my grandmother's sisters. My grandmother was totally opposite. My grandmother would be like, "Is that a queen? Baby, what your boyfriend look like? I want to let mama meet your boyfriend." Now, this is what my grandmother was like. Her sister, totally different, and her sister would live there with her from time to time. And I would tell my sister that's a lesbian, at the time, I see my sister go through her stages. I love her to death, but sometimes she was straight, sometimes she was gay. It was like musical chairs. But my sister would be like, "Oh, so and so, she okay?" And I used to tell her, "She get on my damn nerves." I said, "Every time I go over, I don't want to hear about gay people. My life is not just a gay man. It's more to me. I'm multifaceted. I'm just a gay man." And so, come to find out, she started drinking sometimes, and the truth come out. Wait, hold up, girl. You used to lick cat. What the hell? You was running around here a whole stud. Then you found the Lord, and you got delivered. Girl, if you don't go sit your ass down somewhere. And she got tired of trying to correct people about being gay because on my daddy's side, we started being birthed. There was a baby gay being born every fucking 6 months practically. Gays' gestation periods are different from our heterosexual counterparts. Our breeding seasons are usually in the summer and the winter. No, the summer and the spring, where light clothes are worn. But hey, T, Danielle, Kimberly Black, hey. So, hold on. Uh, so this one time I go to my grandmother's house, and I try to avoid like this aunt. My grandmother had her bedroom on one side of the house, and this aunt, she had her bedroom in a. My grandmother had like a game room that was converted into like an in-law suite, and that's where her sister would be at. And it was just a huge bedroom with just it had like a pool table, some other stuff in there, and us kids, grandkids, we would all be like piled up in there, like sleeping on couches. We would have like pajama parties. But this aunt, baby, she came and her idea of what a man was some of my other cousins. And I would be laughing to myself, and I'd be like, and I would be thinking, so that's what a man is? You think because he's like thuggish, he's a man? Girl, well, let me tell you something. He tried to hump on me every time that we used to be over here. This particular cousin, like one of my second cousins, not my first cousin. But nonetheless, you're my relative. And we were children. Well, at this time when he was doing it, we were children. He was only a little older, but when I got older and she was talking to me because she knew I was gay at the time, because I told my grandmother, this cousin has a bunch of children. At this point, he had a bunch of kids with a lot of different baby mamas, and that was your idea of what a man should be. Get the fuck out of here! And I'm just being honest. This is how I felt. And I used to tell my sister, that motherfucker crazy. Cause y'all, let me tell you, this aunt, God bless her, she's still alive and kicking. But I remember I was with relatives on my mother's side of the family, and my family, they all kind of stay in the same neighborhood, just different portions of the neighborhood. So they go to the same stores. So I'm in my car with a couple of friends because I was picking up some mail from my mother's house, and my friend in the car said, "Oh my God, look at that woman." It was two of my friends in the car, and they said, "Look at Miss Thing." Child, I was quiet. It was my aunt riding in a damn her little scooter, her little motorized scooter. Hair, her natural hair on the bottom. On top of that natural hair is like a blonde wig, like a little Chinese bob wig, sitting on top of her hair, like some type of double decker fucking sandwich. Mm-mm. I didn't say anything. I was quiet. My attention was like on the radio or something. No ma'am. No ma'am, no sir. Hey Allie, Step Reese. So, and she was very, I found, when one of my relatives died, there was a pastor that preached at the funeral, and he was talking about how him and this aunt used to hang out because he had preached at one of my uncle's funerals that was killed when he was a teenager on that side of the family. So he was very familiar with the family. They went to the same high school. He went to the same high school with some of them. So he was talking about when he was hanging with this aunt, and he was like, we used to be cutting up back in the day. The Lord saw a different path for me. And he was like, me and you used to get high. We'll be sitting up. We looking for all kind of pieces of rocks on the ground. We would be high as a kite. And I was like, oh, wait, what? She wasn't saying nothing, baby. He was letting the cat out the bag. He was speaking his truth. Y'all was getting high on rocks. Oh, auntie. So you was a crackhead also? And that's why your ass is probably crazy now. Hey, Blue to Fire. And y'all, let me tell you. I remember walking in, and she was asleep on the couch. And my grandmother was going to like a doctor's appointment, and I was going over there to meet my sister. And it was kind of dimly lit. And she was laid, like I said, she was laid on the couch. I thought like some type of a baby possum had got in there and had climbed on top of her. Like, a rat, I thought it was like a baby possum climbed on her and it was trying to bite her or something. Keep in mind, it was dimly lit. Why the hell, when my eyes got adjusted, that was her damn cooter sitting up there. She was sitting up with a sundress, and the sundress had came up. And her muff mound was sitting up there like a whole damn possum looking back at me. I was like, I said, sis, okay, sis, I left out that house and I called my sister. I was like, I can't do this. No, ma'am. Come meet me over here. Let's go out. Let's go out to eat over here. I mean, we don't have to meet up over. Hell no. Hell no. But I was listening again to Tim, and he was, grown folks. Grown folks is he's definitely an old school toxic masculine man. If grown folks, if you sit up and said, because I don't know if this is true, but someone said you said that all gay people need to be put on an island. That's the same thing that white people said about black people. Put us on an island, send us all back to Africa. Grown folks, do you know in nature, some animals are self-reproducing? Some animals don't need a male to reproduce. They're kind of like hermaphroditic. They're very, Um, let me see. Give you an example of like Tracy, sexually ambiguous. You don't know if she's male or female. That would be a version of something that's hermaphrodite. But some animals are like that. There are some species of fish that you can get like mollies and guppies. No, not guppies. Mollies and swordtails. And y'all can research this. The females will change sexes and become male to reproduce. They can actually change their sex. The Bible doesn't speak of that. And I'm not a Bible scholar, because I will tell you I'm a spiritually agnostic person. I don't run around quoting Bible scriptures, and if that's your thing, more power to you. I don't believe a lot of stuff in it. That's just how I feel. Anything that was written by man, it could be a Trump supporter in this day and age, and a person could write a book, and people 100 years from now will follow it because they'll believe it's written law. No, but I respect your religious belief. If that's your belief, I respect my friends. I don't ever down talk their religion. But if you ask me what my view is, I'll tell you. My aunts are religious. But when they talk about religion, I don't give any input on it. But, hold on. Hermaphroditic. That's the word of the day. But the thing is, really, y'all, people, there's a lot of things we don't understand. There are people that are born with both sexes. Are they supposed to be killed? Because, in Africa, if people were born like that, those babies a lot of times would be killed or set. If twins were born, sometimes they would set them out in the wild to see if they would survive, because they looked at that as a bad omen, as if the mother had some type of a inappropriate relationship with a demon or some type of shapeshifter. So this whole thing of grown folks TV cherry picking parts of the Bible, grown folks, you full of shit with that. Now, if you tell me you're going to be celibate until you married, and you had your daughter when you were married, because again, if your daughter was born out of wedlock, she'd be a bastard child and she could be stoned. If that type of word was law, hell, half of my family would be fucking wiped out. But the thing is, I'd be killed. My father and my mother didn't get married. My stepfather and my mother married when I was only like 1 or 2 years old. He had been in my life until I was a teenager. But, no one's going to change your view. This is just how you feel. Grown folks, you sound like some old racist white man. This and this don't lay together. This is the word of the law. The Lord says this. They said that they used that to keep interracial couples apart. Any of y'all ever saw that documentary on the Lovings? This sheriff in the town was giving this interracial couple hell. It was a big thing back in the days for Johnny Cash, when people were trying to figure out, and it's come to be known that Johnny Cash's first wife was a black woman that passed for white. Was it June Carter Cash? I forgot her name. Beautiful, stunning. You look at those pictures of Johnny Cash's first wife. Y'all look at this woman. You could tell from how we've been around so many biracial people, and in my family I got biracial people. I know the look. I can spot a biracial person, baby, a mile away, just like I can spot someone that's asexual, like Tracy. Again, back to Tracy. I gotta stay on that bitch. But what are y'all saying? Hey, Joy Love. Okay, Steph, you saw that. Good morning. Hey, Mr. 300. But the thing was, it was a lot of, you know, things we don't understand. People are people. The world is changing. This is not my grandfather's, our older family members' world. Should a gay person go talk to kids about homosexuality? I don't think a gay person should talk to children about homosexuality in elementary. Hell, they shouldn't be talking to children in elementary about sexuality at all. Let those babies learn to read and write first. Shit, they still reading the Dr. Susan, the Cat in the Hat. It was only my little fast mannish ass that was interested in sex at that time. But most kids aren't. Listen, Mr. 300, when I do Tracy parodies, it puts a wrench on my love life. It scares men off. Seeing that Tracy makeup and face and me all done up, no man is prepared. No man can get an erection after seeing that. Shit, they should use her pictures like at Planned Parenthood. Parenthood. I said Parenthood. Okay. But the thing is, right, Mr. 300, children shouldn't be taught. What the hell? So someone said grown folks said should gay people go to elementaries and talk to kids about homosexuality. Kids at that time are still learning how to keep their ass clean and not leave skid marks in their underwear. Why are they even being taught about sexuality? No. I would say wait to high school. And that should be if a parent is signing a letter of consent for any topic. And it should be that child's choice. If they want to, like, you know how they do career day. If you want to have, if a child is fighting with their sexuality, because in high school, people generally know. That little girl that was playing basketball and, you was calling her a tomboy in elementary and junior high. You kept saying, my little baby a tomboy. Now your little baby done got to high school. She got a bald fade and she running around here with big basketball shorts and Jordans on. And no, she's not no, honey, she's not a tomboy anymore. She's not a tomboy. She's a pocket lesbian at that point. At this point, she's a pocket lesbian. Mr. 300. But it's crazy. I don't think children should see a lot of these videos, like Grand Theft Auto. Your children shouldn't be playing that. And then you're talking about what gay people are saying. Do you know how much violence those games promote? The games be having hookers and everything in them, and people heads cut off. It's a lot of gore. Your children can see that, but then you'll be like, no, I don't want my baby to hear about that. Oh my God. My baby hearing about that. Girl, your baby already sneaking girls in through the damn window. He about 14 years old. Stop playing. Thank you, Mr. 300, for coming through. Y'all, I got to get off of here. I just arrived at the parking lot. Um, I want to have a conversation with Grown Folks TV, and I wanted Kimmy to be on, but that went out the window, much like the men that were coming through Brianna windows to get sucked up. But because we need to have this open dialogue, let people be people. Straight men, stop getting mad when you see a gay couple, gay men together, and y'all act like that pisses you the fuck off. When I see two lesbians together, guess what? It does nothing for me. Why? Because I don't want lesbians. I see them walking, and it's just like I'm looking at a tree. Oh, it's beautiful, nice leaves. But I don't want to fuck a tree. Now, I've met some niggas with some big old pieces of wood, though. But nonetheless, I don't want, you know what kind of tree I'm talking about? A Rico tree. Now, I don't want Rico. Let me say this, because the hoes will go run with. That's my big brother. Don't run with that. I don't want Rico's tree. But I'm using that, I'm using that as an example. Now you come here with a little old twig, I'm gonna send the police your way and say that you assaulted me. But let me get out of here, y'all. Thank you for coming through. Maybe on later. Mahari, don't come in here with that bullshit. Yeah, I said big brother, damn it. I sure did. Y'all, thank y'all for coming through. Much love to y'all. Peace.